Dubious Ones, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some very exciting news about the Wrestling Code. That is right, we finally got some news from Virtual Basement, something beyond just new DLC announcements. This is huge. This is the first bit of content that they have shared with us in a very long time from what I can remember and from anything I've seen. So let's get right into it. But before you forget, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe, and give me your feedback on all this down in the comments down below. But let's take a look-see here. As Virtual Basement at Virtual Basement on X/Twitter, a new milestone in the Wrestling Code journey. This project is a labor of love, and Episode 7 marks another step in bringing our vision to life. In this tech demo, we're sharing what we've been working on: a new stadium, the raw power of UE5, Unreal Engine 5, and a few surprises that reflect our dedication to this craft. This isn't just about the final product, it's about the process, the creativity, and the passion driving every update. We're excited to document this journey and share it with those who appreciate the art of game development. Watch the full video below and witness a glimpse of what keeps us inspired every day. So let's take a look, see here. So as we can see, it says the following tech demo runs in engine and showcases model creation, materials and shaders, motion capture, rigging, and skinning, lighting, VFX, and voiceover. So we are going to take a look, see here. We've got the beautiful Wrestling Code title. Beautiful. Tech preview. It's not just a game anymore. DMX real-time lighting system for entrances. Audience system that can render 18,000 plus in attendance. Finalized motion capture entrance pipeline. New wrestler announcement. New stadium arena showcase. Entrance pyro, Titantron system, and smoke effects. Alright. So we are getting here the one, the only, Chris Danger, and I am going to tell you guys this model looks absolutely fantastic. I actually am very impressed. But I mean, the models, any screenshots we've seen of models or anything in the past, they all look great. And this, fantastic. That is Chris Danger. You know what I mean? There is no mistaking it whatsoever. He looks absolutely fantastic. So I am happy to see where they've come. Now we're seeing walking motions, the pyro, everything actually looks really, really good here. I'm actually very, very impressed. Considering how little we've seen or updates from them outside of just DLC roster updates over the past couple years, it's really nice to get to see full, video of what the game is going to look like beyond just a few screenshots. So this is a breath of fresh air. The crowd looks fantastic. I think they look really good. Very much 2K-esque. This very much rivals an old 2K game for sure. As far as the look, it looks very realistic. Crowd animations are not bad. I love the Wrestling Code logo. Looks really nice. And we get a beautiful shot of Chris Danger here. Oh yeah. Almost like an Adam Cole, baby. With the Chris Danger pose, of course. And we get him in the corner. Everything looks smooth. Animations look good. So far, so good as far as the entrance is concerned. Lighting looks great. Ropes look good. We've gotten two announced teams here, which is great. I like that. They've got the laptops there. I'll be interested to see how announce tables break in this game. How we move stuff off. But as you can see, we're getting a look at some of the other models. So there in-game, it looks like you can see, it looks to me to be Ken Shamrock. Now here we're getting a look at Zack Ryder, a.k.a. Matt Cardona. Boom. And that model of Matt Cardona looks really, really good. I really like that. There's, of course, Sweet Chin Music. Here, DDP, boom, taking a Sweet Chin Music from Chris Danger in the chair, Van Daminator style. Very good, and we're getting a look at Kurt Angle here. Nice Falcon Arrow. This again is alpha footage, and then we've got my man RVD getting thrown out of the corner for, boom, a Panama Sunrise. Like the selling on that. That looks good. That looks really good. Now we've got Ultimo Dragon. Boom. I mean, the roster in this game is very, very impressive. It is one of the most impressive things. They're always putting out new roster members. But actually getting to see some of the models in action here, this is fantastic. So we've got follow the code, the wrestling code, hashtag follow the code, wrestlingcode.com, Virtual Basement on Twitter, Virtual Basement LLC on, it looks like on, I guess that's Instagram, and then Virtual Basement LLC on YouTube. I will leave links to all their socials in the description below for you guys, so you can check them out and keep up to date with them. I will, of course, do my best to keep you guys apprised and up to date with any news we get on the Wrestling Code. Anything big like this, as far as just little DLC announcements, for me, that's all we'd really seen for a very long time. So I was really waiting for something like this to really start covering this game on my channel, because for a long time this game was announced years ago and we've seen so very little from them. So I'm really, really impressed with that. That is a way to push it and, like, you know, really silence the doubters here. A lot of people talking about this game. Did they post the same thing twice? It looks like they posted it twice, but that's fine. As you can see, we'll take a look at some of their tweets here. As they've announced, they've got Jacqueline signed to the Wrestling Code, Das Wunderkid, Alex Wright. They've got Primetime Elix Skipper, Conrad Thompson signed with them. So some really, really cool stuff here. Oh, that is not to do with the Wrestling Code there, but the Sleeping Giant has awoken. Okay, so that's King Kong Bundy. Very cool. So I hadn't seen this either, but this is very cool stuff. So we're getting a first look at King Kong Bundy's model. You can see kind of an older arena here too. This is pretty neat. I very much appreciate this. You've got the more dingy, grayed out crowd, kind of like that 80s feel. And that looks like, what, Just Incredible? Now we got to look at Tajiri. So very, very cool stuff. That looks like a great model. Who is that? Is that MJF? Oh no, that's good. That's got to be Zach Gowen. Ooh, big splash. And who is he doing that to? I can't quite tell who that was. Oh, and they got Raven. Quote the Raven, nevermore. So very cool to see some of the models. Looks like New Jack we've got here. Fantastic. The models of the characters very much look like 2K, like what you would get in community creations from 2K. And that's not a bad thing. I'm saying, like, that's really cool that they were able to get this in there for us in a game that's not 2K. Virtual Basement here. Obviously, they are putting in the work. This is fantastic. They've got Shelton Benjamin signed, Charlie Haas, Dan the Beast Severn. Like, they have a very impressive roster if you've been following this game at all. Super Crazy, Shark Boy, we got Wildman Mark Merrow, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn. But as you can see, for a long time, it was just more DLC, or not DLC, but roster announcements. We got Stan Hansen. And this, again, was a preview to the King Kong Bundy trailer that we had just seen. But this stuff is absolutely amazing. I'm happy to see we're getting real updates from them now. The game really, it looks like it is finally coming along. We've got Brooke Havoc coming to the game. So they've got a good stack of indie wrestlers along with former legends as well. So I'm actually very pleased to see with the progress. I was worried about this game quite a bit because it had been so long since we'd seen any real updates outside of hearing about motion capture and then seeing some of the motion capture that they're doing, but then seeing, just roster updates, announcements, and everything. So I'm very happy to see that the game is really coming along, and it looks absolutely incredible. Like, we saw this model in the game, but of Ultimo Dragon, but these models look incredible. Like, this does definitely rival a 2K style as far as for your realism goes, and for a small studio like Virtual Basement, they don't have anywhere near the budget of a 2K, so this is really just a passion project. So I'm really, really impressed to see what they've been able to do here. Sabu, of course, announced. So, I mean, again, I'm going to link to all their socials down below so you guys can have a look-see. But I'm just happy to see that this game has been coming along. I actually did not see this little bit of the tech demo yet. So, I mean, some really cool stuff. Like, that arena looks pretty neat. I'm happy we got to see... Oh, actually, no, I did see this. This is the walking demo that they were talking about. So you can see moving in and out of the ring and stuff. Getting up on the apron. So again, the game's coming along. It's this is going to be much more of a similar This is going to be like more of a simulation style, I think, like a 2K style game, rivaling that side versus like an Ultra Pro Wrestling, which is giving us more of that Aki simulation style of gameplay. But this, very cool. Yeah, I did see the Sandman giving the White Russian leg sweep with the Singapore cane there with the kendo stick. Very cool stuff. So we're very excited. But Dubious Ones, now that we are getting more news and more content we can really sink our teeth into with the Wrestling Code, I will definitely happily be covering this game more in depth for you guys. So make sure, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of this tech preview? Like, I think Chris Danger's model looks absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And just some of the models of some of the other characters, like seeing RVD there, his attire looks great. And that's really one of the biggest things that RVD really got to nail those attires, and it looks fantastic. Ultimo Dragon's model looks great, especially in-game when you're playing against them. Like DDP here, tattoos and everything, the attire, he's got the tape around his stomach there. I think it looks fantastic. Kurt Angle, we don't really get a good look at his face in this shot here, but the model, the attire, everything looks right, everything looks great. The arena, again, I don't know for sure if we're getting this camera angle as our regular camera angle, or if you could change them. I'm not sure. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know if we're going to have multiple camera angles, or if they're going with the ramp cam. I myself, big fan of the ramp cam, so I have no problem with it at all. But again, this is really incredible stuff. I'm really happy to see how far it's come and how they've been able to do all this on somewhat of a shoestring budget. So really incredible stuff. Encourage our local indies here, our indie developers like Virtual Basement, like Hyperfocus Games, the guys who are out there grinding away, trying to make our dreams come true and make these incredible wrestling games for us, the fans, because at the end of the day, they're all fans, and that's why they're doing this. And I'm just excited to get as many new wrestling games to give us variety outside of just the 2K series. 2K series is great, but it's nice to have, you know, a mix of different options on the table. And it's been a really long time that I feel since we've had that. So it's nice to see. Anyways, Dubious Ones, that's going to do it for this one. I just want to know your thoughts on all of this. Have you been keeping up with the Wrestling Code? Are you excited to finally get some new info, some raw, real footage of what this game is going to be looking like? Because to me, yeah, I'm sure there's little things that they're going to tweak here and there as this is pre-alpha footage, but everything looks really, really good, really smooth. The arena looks fantastic. The crowd looks great. I was blown away by this. I really am really impressed by this. So thumbs up, Virtual Basement. You guys did a fantastic job. But Dubious Ones, that will do it for this one. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Dubious Ones, deuces.